We got tornadoes on the ground. We got to talk about this. My wife isn't even home. My son's gonna come yelling at the door, but I gotta cover this. We have tornadoes on the ground. Do we have a storm chaser? Look at that. Ominous. We have tornadoes on the ground. Let's talk about it. Radar indicate it, radar indicate it, radar indicate it. It's good it's not observed, but let's look at the radar. Let's look at the radar. I need to zoom this out enough so you guys can see this. 1 second. We'll just go back into how we had it, and we'll adjust. 1 second, guys. We have multiple tornadoes potentially on the ground, so I just want to cover this. Let me get this back to my normal size here. Actually, let me check the Euro real quick. 18Z. While I'm at it. Interesting. Okay. All right, let's just give me 1 second, guys. I gotta get this reset up. Okay. We need to talk about it. We got tornadoes on the ground. Let's talk about it. Let's take this off a split. Tornado warning. We have tornado warnings in Lee, Arkansas, Tunica, Mississippi, Crittenden, Arkansas. I don't know how to pronounce these. St. Francis, Arkansas, Dyer, Tennessee, Crockett, Tennessee, Gibson, Tennessee, Lauderdale, Tennessee, Tipton, Tennessee, Shelby, Tennessee, Mississippi, Arkansas, Tipton, Tennessee, Crittenden, Arkansas. Okay. Let's take a look at what this is. Let's see what this is looking like. Not much on the radar here. Let's take a couple different looks. This would be a QLCS tornado. It would be coming out of one of these. You can see these hail cores in here. Let's change this. Yeah, 18Z is the same. Yeah, we gotta wait for the 12Z. Okay, these are all QLCS tornadoes, which hopefully won't be as bad as some others. So that's good. I would say if you're in Memphis, this could get worse. This could go straight through Memphis. Right now, it's just radar indicated. It doesn't look very strong. I'll tell you that right now, but it could strengthen. So Memphis, Tennessee, this is coming right for you. Hopefully this stays weaker like it looks right now. 1 second. Okay. Velocity variation. This looks like that could be where it is. Let's look here. Let's see. Do we have any high-res vorticity, high-res velocity? Do we have any correlation coefficient, any debris signature? Not much in any of these. This looks like it's actually a debris signature. Just to the south of New Bern. Just to the south of New Bern, Tennessee. Moving up towards Rutherford, Union City, Troy, Dresden, and everything in between. South Fulton. This may actually be a tornado right here on the ground. Let's see. Potentially right here. right there, guys. Let's look at a few different things. This is our high-res spectrum width. What this basically is a correlation coefficient for your velocities, for your wind velocity, meaning if there's a major difference in wind velocity from here to here, you're going to see very bright colors, which there is, which means we could have, 100 mile per hour winds right here and then, 20 miles per hour here. What does that mean? That means we could have a tornado on the ground in there. So, okay, let's go into vorticity. Let me look at a few different radars here. Our tornado would likely be actually here. Well, we could have one right here as well, though. This could be a multi-vortex type of system. So this is my most concerning one right here. Moving up towards New Bern, moving up towards South Fulton. Between New Bern and South Fulton, Dresden, Union City. This is Tennessee, Martin, Tennessee. If you're anywhere in front of this, you should be getting into the most interior location in your home, bottom floor, away from windows, or into a storm shelter if you can. Let's push back down. How is this storm looking to us? Correlation coefficient. This could be our debris signature right here, actually. Right here. Let's see if that looks... let's go into our velocity. Yeah, it's kind of similar to this right here. We have some lightning in here, some very strong velocities in here. That could be our tornado right there, potentially. Hard to tell. This radar sucks over here. Hard to tell. High-res spectrum width puts it in the same location right here. So, might not be on the ground. Headed towards Brighton, though. Brighton, are we still in Arkansas? It's like it's at the border of Arkansas and Tennessee. Brighton, Tennessee, Covington, Tennessee. So, that's another one you should be preparing for there. Let's see if this has developed at all. Down here, velocity, storm relative velocity, not much on that. Spectrum width, seeing a little bit of action over here. None of these look super violent. This is a little concerning. None of these look super violent, but you need to treat them like they are because they could strengthen. There's all of our lightning. And sometimes you can just see the rotation when you go into your composite reflectivity. Again, this one up here is my biggest concern. Moving through New Bern, Tennessee, up towards Union City, South Fulton, and everything in between. Rutherford, Greenfield. That one right now looks to have the most vorticity. Lee, I appreciate it. Chris, Nancy, Shane. Sorry if I ignore chat a little bit. When we start getting tornado warnings on the ground, that's when I start getting a little bit more locked in because we're trying to, make sure people are ready, protect people. So nothing down here. One of these is going to produce something. I can almost guarantee you. That's why we have this storm chaser down here right now. Okay. Baton Rouge, Louisiana, you're okay right now. There are still some pretty strong looking cells coming off. Yeah, rolling through down here. So, you're not really. You're still about an hour or two away from these bands moving through, and these are the bands that we're concerned about. These bands out ahead of the main squall line, which is back here. Main squall line's behind those out west. Those are what we're worried about. And those are just now starting to move through Lafayette. The GFS model? Yeah, it's the 18Z, though. Oh, the 18Z GFS doesn't show snow for Charlotte next week. I just looked at it. Do you think Charlotte Mooresville will actually see that much snow? What's up, completely? Charlotte Mooresville might not see any. You guys are right on the mixing line. Do we have another tornado warning out here? Why am I not getting any sound alerts? There's my son going crazy on the door. Let's take a look at this one real quick. 1 second, Fisher. Dad's doing weather stuff. Nortonville out towards Greenville. When I have all these warnings, it's hard to see what state I'm in. That's him. Nortonville out towards Greenville, Kentucky, headed towards Morgantown, Kentucky. We have a tornado warning. South of Owensboro, pretty far south of Owensboro. This is Nortonville, Central City, Greenville, Morgantown. Not seeing anything crazy on here yet. Let's dive a little bit more into this. This right here could be the tornado right there. 1 second, Fisher. Of course, my wife's got to be at Target. Like, where else would my wife be other than Target? And she said everything's 40% off, so I'm getting a lot, but don't be mad because it's all 40% off. Oh my God, she's gonna come home with a freaking truckload of stuff from Target. I don't know what it is with women in Target. All right, let's go into 7 frames here. Right here, that could be our tornado right there. Yeah, I still don't know if this is on the ground. It's been observed. Well, has this one been observed? Just radar indicate it. We might not be touching the ground yet. It's close. What's our high spectrum width here? So we got those 4 tornado warnings right now. Again, this is the one I'm most concerned with. The one going through New Bern, Tennessee, out up towards Martin, Dresden, South Fulton. But right now, here's all our tornado warnings that I want you guys to know about. If you're anywhere near any of these areas, okay, can we get back to MMRS? What is going on? There we go. If you're anywhere near any of these areas, make sure you're getting your weather warnings. Lee, Arkansas, Tunica, Mississippi, Crittenden, Arkansas, St. Francis, Arkansas, Gibson, Tennessee, Dyer, Tennessee, Tipton, Tennessee, Mississippi, Arkansas, Shelby, Tennessee, Tipton, Tennessee. I already said that. Lauderdale, Tennessee, Hopkins, Kentucky, Muhlenberg, Kentucky. If you're not just in those cities, but if you're around those areas, make sure you understand what's going on and you're ready. You know. A Brown, Gara, I appreciate you guys. So yeah, we've got 4 tornado warnings on the ground right now. 1 got lifted. 3 tornado warnings. 3 blizzard warnings still. I think they need to lift those though. I don't know why we're not seeing. This guy looks like he's chasing, but we can't see it. Maybe that's just permanently there. Here we go. Another severe thunderstorm warning right over Memphis. City of Memphis is directly in the middle of it. And again, I had no audio cue for it. What is going on? Well, I don't know why I'm not getting audio cues. Let me make sure they're still on. Severe weather settings. Weather alerts. There we go. Sound on. Interesting. Why aren't these? Tornado warning flash. Okay. Yeah, we have tons of severe thunderstorm warnings down here to the south as well. Inch hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds, all through central to northern Louisiana. Again, we've got, let's go to each of these real quick. Just want to make sure everyone knows what's going on here. North of Memphis, heading straight towards Covington, Nutbush, Murray City, Nutbush, what a name, Brownsville. If this is actually looking a little bit more intense now, let's dive in here. The thing I definitely don't want to see is a debris field, like this might be over Randolph's, because that's when you really got something strong on the ground. Oh God, he's going crazy out there. It's still a little bit hard. This is a little bit of a messy system here. little bit of a messy system. There's definitely hail with this. Headed straight towards the Covington. Still watching the system here. This actually looks concerning. Up in New Bern. I'm going to kill this kid. That could be our rotation right there, just to the southeast of New Bern and right to the southwest of Rutherford, heading towards Dresden in Martin, Tennessee. That could be our rotation right there. Sorry, I'm just trying to analyze these. That's where it looks like our debris field may be as well. So heading straight up towards those directions, Dresden, Martin, Rutherford. Again, we have a tornado warning up here in Greenville, Kentucky. In the middle of 50 flash flood warnings. We're still under flash flood emergencies up here, Richland, Tazewell, Grundy. That's southwestern Virginia. It's a very serious situation going on up there. These are QLCS tornadoes, so I'm hoping they're not going to be as significant. Hard to tell with this one what's going on. This is a little bit of a concerning look right over there. Graham heading out towards Central City, Paradise, Kentucky, Greenville, Kentucky, Powderly. You know, when you have tornadoes that aren't as intense, they're just harder to see on the radar. There's rotation with these, but nothing that's making me think these are major, but there are still ones that you need to be, you know, away from windows, lower floor, inside. This is probably heading right over Graham right now to Kentucky. This may turn into a tornado warning heading into Memphis. This severe thunderstorm warning. We've got some pretty strong velocities back here to the southwest of Memphis. Let's see here. Let me get into, that's not what I want. There we go. I need a different radar than this. Doesn't look too bad right now, but we have to keep an eye on that. Can you guys imagine chasing tornadoes in the dark like this? Perfectly, I appreciate it. Can you show the ETZ Euro? Yeah, I can show that real quick. Don't really care much about the 18Z. It's just it's a time thing. It's not new data, so but we'll show it. There's a new 18Z Euro. That's where it puts the biggest snow. If you want to go in the 24-hour mark so you can see how it moves, here you go. That's the new 18Z Euro. Looks like the same amount of snow to me. Look at the 12Z. Actually, the 12Z looks like more snow. It actually looks like less snow on the 18Z. Yeah, it's less snow on the 18Z, but not as much. I mean, not by much. It's pretty much the same exact run. Slight shift south, but not much of a difference. Yeah, not much of a difference overall. Okay, let me get here. Let me check on my son real quick to make sure he's not burning down the house. My wife's gonna be home soon, but let me make sure he's not burning down the house real quick, guys. Give me a second. All right, give me 1 second. Just so you know, just so you can see. Here is where our tornado warnings are. I'm going to move this over so you can see. Okay. There you go. I'll be right back. Are you behaving? All right. House indeed not burned down. Baton Rouge, you got a little bit more waiting to do. You're going to get some very strong cells moving into your area about maybe an hour. You got your main squall line. Let's fix this. You've got your main squall line still out to your west, which is this right here. And then these are some concerning thunderstorms out ahead of the squall line. So out ahead of the main frontal boundary. These are going to be moving to Baton Rouge soon. Not looking too bad down there right now. Okay, tornado warnings lifted except for this one up here. Still only radar indicated. Didn't look too bad. I'll take a double check on it again. I want to make sure this is nothing crazy for us. It doesn't look very impressive on the composite reflectivity, I can tell you that. It's weakening as well. Base velocity looks okay. Correlation coefficient, not much. Do we have high-res spectrum on here? This radar doesn't have high-res spectrum. Lame. Okay. Well, this is underwhelming so far, which is a good thing. But oh, there's the third flash flood emergency. This is the newest flash flood emergency. Okay. Newest flash flood emergency. Summers, West Virginia. Mercer, West Virginia. Raleigh, West Virginia. Giles, Virginia. This is observed. Flash flood observed. Damage threat is catastrophic. Here is the latest. Flash flood emergency across the entire area. Lasting until at least 10:45 p.m. The emergency management reported extensive flash flooding across the warned area. Numerous roads are flooded due to rivers and creeks out of their banks, with multiple swift water rescues reportedly already occurring. While heavy rain is exiting the area, rivers and creeks will continue to rise late into tonight. Seek higher ground now. This is a particularly dangerous situation. Life-threatening flash flooding. Heavy rain producing flash flooding. Yeah, so seek higher ground, life-threatening flash flooding of low water crossings, small creeks and streams, urban areas, highways, streets, and underpass. This includes the following locations. Mercer County Airport. Lots of flash flooding happening in southern West Virginia and southwestern Virginia right now. We get about 10 to 15 flash flood emergencies a year. We have 3 currently right now in the same exact storm. So this is a big deal. Very dangerous. If we actually go to our MMRS or MRMS, we can see what's going on down here. Some of this is moving out. You guys are going to get more rain on the back end of this, though. You're not done with your rainfall. Do we got any good views here? Oh my God, look at that shelf cloud. Look at that, guys. Right north of Memphis. Let's see if we get more lightning flashes. There we go. There's lightning flashes out there. Let's see if we can get any good views here. I have not been able to see this all day. Let's see what we got going on here. Look at all those flashes. This is Memphis, guys. Starting to get a little windy. Okay. Well, that's looking real ominous. Am I wrong? You see the flashes there as well. See the flashes out there to the west. That is ominous over Memphis. Here's the good news. You know, this is going to be out of Memphis' hair in an hour or two, so we haven't seen anything big kind of tear through this area from what I know. I could be wrong. No tornado. Still have that one tornado warning up here in Kentucky. Doesn't look too threatening, but we still need to watch it heading towards Central City, Kentucky right now, out towards Morgantown, Kentucky, Beaver Dam, Hartford. So I get in a safe area if you can, and it dropped. Okay, yeah. It wasn't looking very impressive. It looks like probably some strong winds, but not a tornado on the ground. Cool. We have no tornadoes right now. That is fantastic news, but we're expecting to see some.
15 miles from Leland, and then we can really need... God, we got to freaking haul ass here, folks. Damn.
Columbus, Ohio.
I didn't realize this was going to start moving.
We got to watch out for heavy rainfall there. Flash flooding. He's going off the road. Let's see what we got down here. He's ready for these things. Looks like he has a light here. They're waiting for something here. They're waiting for these. They're waiting for this, guys. They're waiting for this. They think this could produce something. So do I. These lead storms can produce your strongest tornadoes. This has been underwhelming so far, like I said, and that's a good thing, but I still think it's going to crank up here. Once you're on the west side of this main squall line, you're pretty safe from tornadoes. Why? Because as the rain falls, it cools all the layers of the atmosphere, and once you have, it's called rain cooled air, you're not going to have instability anymore. So seeing tornadoes on the back end of this is close to impossible. So if you're back here, you should be doing pretty good. Out ahead of it is the most dangerous location. You can get QLCS, quasi-linear convective system tornadoes that are along the squall line, but right out ahead of the squall line, you can get MCSs. So you can get very, very strong, like mesocyclone, supercell type thunderstorms out ahead of this that can really drop your big tornadoes. Yeah, Memphis looks crazy when we look at this. When we look at these images here, look at that. You guys see that? Look at this. That's a live look at Memphis. That it looks. Mean is the right word. Like. Look at this in. They're about to get such heavy downpours. Oh my gosh, the lightning. Oh my gosh. Look how fast these clouds are moving too. These are low level clouds. These are like shelf clouds. Alabama's going to go through it tonight. Not yet, but yeah, late. It's going to be more of a morning thing, which is dangerous. Really late night into the morning. Flooding for Pittsburgh, possibly. Anyone up there could see. Yeah. What's going on, Julie? All right, let's see. I got to be careful on being on those for too long because TikTok's going to yell at me. Um, this is Radar Omega. This is Radar Omega.
Lost figure.
Let's go into. Let me see something really quick. Let me see if I can get some more cams from Windy. Let's see. Cams. Does this have any in Memphis? Oh, nothing too good. Oh, here we go. Another severe thunderstorm warning for Memphis. Still no sound. I have no sound from any of these. I just don't get it. Why is the sound not working? Why is the sound not working? It's so annoying. Let's see. Yours isn't working in Omega either. Okay, I have all of my sound settings on and I'm not getting any alerts in my ear, which is like really, really frustrating because I have to like visibly go look for them. I mean, I have them up here, but 49 alerts, but yeah, Memphis, this is a very strong band that's about to move through Memphis. This is the type of a band that can be associated with the derecho too, so you don't even have to have a tornado. You can get really strong winds through that. This one's same up here. It's about to move through New Bern and Dyersburg. Yeah, they have a severe weather. Okay, they have a severe thunderstorm warning on that as well. Good. Let's see. Hey, Marie. Okay, so nothing too crazy. All right. We're not seeing these storms, these strong supercells out ahead of the system. Now, I will tell you guys, my biggest concern, and I said this to Matt today, has always been this region right here, later into the evening. We're starting to see some of these little cells that want to kick up here. I'm nervous about this area. I think if we're going to see a big long track tornado, it's going to be in here. Oh, someone said they're in Tupelo. Oh, Jesus. It's just the right place for something to go wrong, I think. There's a lot of dry air out here, and you can already see these very isolated cells. This is the type of clear air, clean heated air out ahead that can produce a pretty strong supercell mesocyclone and stay alive for a long time. So, originally when I was talking about it yesterday, I was saying probably around, what was it, 8 to 10 p.m. 8 p.m. I think I was saying. So that's about 30 minutes. So we'll see. But this area concerns me the most. By the way, do not trust weather apps 95% of the time. They are inaccurate. Well, if you look, it's not. Yes, they are inaccurate. But if you're trying to look at what your snow totals are going to be more than 72 hours out, then you're just doing the wrong thing anyways. Because the greatest meteorologist, literally the smartest meteorologist in the world, does not know what your snow totals are going to be over 3 days out. The smartest meteorologist on planet Earth has no idea. We can get ranges, and we can get it more accurate, right, than like an app. Like it's so easy. I've done it like 10 times this season. I've called where like the app says like 12 inches for someone in chat, and I go look, and I'm like, you're not going to get that. You're going to get way under, and it's right. It's easy because I can look at the models that I know are the most correct, and the apps just choose from random models. But if you ever are looking at your snow totals on your weather app, even like 48 hours out is sketchy, but especially over 3 days, it's gonna be wrong every time. It's just not possible. Well, the European model is very good with snowfall. Again, you want to be within 96 hours, but for totals, 24 to 48 hours. Until then, things can still change drastically, especially if you're on near the snow line. 3 flash flood emergencies again: southwestern Virginia, southern West Virginia. Hinton, Athens, Princeton, Bluefield, Tazewell, Richlands, Grundy, all these areas. Flash flood emergencies. These are observed catastrophic events that are happening right now. There are currently emergency management in all 3 of these areas are currently making rescues, according to what we read. Tornado warning. And I have no sound. Awesome. McGee. Tornado warning in McGee. Let's dive into this, guys. Here we go. Let's take a look at it. I'm a little bit surprised. This is a little bit choked off. It's a little bit rain wrapped and choked off. Well, we'll see. Let's see what we got. Oh, we set it right towards it. And he's going to be in the southeastern quadrant, which is good for seeing it potentially. All right. Let's see. Okay, right here is right there. You see that, guys? Let me zoom in. See that, guys? That may be our tornado. Let's look at a few things. Yep. This is a horrible radar. This is really what my base velocity looks like. There it is. Yeah, that's our tornado. May not be on the ground yet. But we're going to figure that out. High spectrum width, not showing much. Correlation coefficient, not showing much. It's probably not on the ground yet, but it's a twisty boy up in the air. It's observed. Radar indicated. No, radar indicated. Headed straight towards. Where are we? We're in southeastern Arkansas. Headed straight towards McGee, Arkansas. Dermott. I'm probably saying that wrong. Tiller, Reed. Out towards Arkansas City. In Rosedale. Everyone in this area needs to be prepared. Needs to be in a safe spot. There's 100% rotation there. You got vorticity in the air there. So everyone out ahead of this needs to be in a safe spot. Bottom floor, indoors, away from windows, in a storm shelter if you have one. Let's get back into here. How does it look on our actual reflectivity? Can we see any spin in the reflectivity? We can a little bit, yes. Yeah. It can actually amplify the winds. Okay. 1 second, guys. Let me see if Matt's sounds are working. I just want my alert sounds to start working here. Again, Arkansas, McGee, Dermott, Tiller, Arkansas City, heading out towards Rosedale, Cleveland. Prepare. You got something heading towards you. Doesn't look like it's on the ground yet, but it may be. How bad are we thinking this may get? We got another tornado warning. Oh my God, this one looks even a little bit more spookier here, and there's a lot more clean air out ahead of it, which is bad. Where are we up here? We're up in Tennessee, moving up towards Millen, Tennessee. We're thinking that this could get very bad, is what we're thinking. That's why there's a lot of people covering it. Humboldt, Tennessee, Millen, Tennessee, up towards Huntington. Okay, you guys know where you are up here. McKenzie. Let's get into the details of this one. Okay, tornado warning. Let's look at it. There it is. This looks like it right here. Base velocity. Let's go to our relative storm velocity. There it is right there. Headed right through Morrow City right now. Maury City. Oh, that looks like a debris field. This may be hail, but it may also be debris. Crockett Mills. Tennessee, Quincy, Tennessee. Millen. Let me look at the high spectrum width. Yeah, look at this, guys. Look at this vorticity correlation. So, or velocity correlation. This is probably a tornado that's on the ground. This is probably on the ground going through Mars City right now. Yeah, I know there's people spamming asking me about snow, and someone spamming Tennessee. When there's a new tornado warning goes down, there's a tornado on the ground going over cities, I'm going to take a second from telling you how much snow is going to fall on Long Island. All right. Maury City. Crockett Mills, heading towards Huntington, Tennessee. That looks like that tornado's on the ground. That's what it looks like to me. Well, that's why it's such a long tornado warning as well. Let's see if we can see the rotation in this as well. That's a hail core. I'm hoping that's a hail core because the correlation coefficient looks pretty spooky. Let's just take another look at this down here. This may be on the ground now as well. Let's see. A little bit of a debris signature through here potentially, although there's a line there that might actually not be it. This one I think is still up in the air. I don't know if this is in contact quite yet with the ground, but you should treat it like it is. You need to treat it like it is. Headed towards Arkansas City, McGee, Arkansas. Right to the south of Monticello. All right. All right, that's what's going on there. Here's Memphis. Some rain and some lightning. Ava Yali, Deep Blue, Rhonda, Gwen, DH. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, Yusuf. Okay, so we've got this down. This might turn into a tornado warning as well. Down here, Ruston, Monroe, Louisiana. We might get a tornado warning down there as well. All right, I'll show you guys some updates on the snow models here in a second, okay? Let me just see if I can get my audio working in here real quick, and then we'll talk about some of the snow updates while I keep my eye on this. Sound. So weird how the sound's not working. I should not have pulled that up. Okay. Let's see. So weird. Like, let me see if Matt said anything. Okay, so Matt's sounds aren't working either. Okay, so no one's sounds are. Let me try closing it and reopening it. Let's see if this fixes anything. Let me just double check 1 second, guys. We're going to get the snow updates here in a second. Okay, all looking good. Alarm. Chime. Alarm. Super weird that why this isn't working. Okay, well. All right, let's get. I'll show you some of our snow updates right now. United States. Keeping an eye on this though. We can zoom in here a little bit. All right. All right. Here's our latest euro. What does our latest 18Z euro think? Well, let's look at it. Again, do not pay too much attention to the 18Z euro. It's almost identical to the 12Z, so I'll show you it. But the 00Zs are what matter most. So that's going to be coming out around 12:30 in the morning. GFS at around 10:30 tonight. How long will the cold last down in Florida? Let me take a look at our latest. Let's take a look at our 12Z euro temperature anomalies for down there. 1 second. Temp anomalies for Florida. Let's see. 1 day, 2 days. Then it's back to normal. And then you get a secondary one as we push into the middle of next week. And that lasts a very long time. Almost like 5 days. Next week, probably Thursday to Sunday, or even Thursday to Monday, you're going to have a big cool down in Florida. That's going to be a much longer lasting one than this one. This one's going to be like 24 hours, 48 hours max. All right. Here's the latest. Here is the latest from the euro for next week. Now, I mean, if you want me to show you real quick up in the Northeast, with the system we have moving through, here's the latest on this. Here's what we have left to fall. I'll just show you total Kuchera. This is what's left to fall up in the Northeast. Obviously, the really, really light pinks are like a foot. Purples around 7 inches. Dark blues around 5. And then anything lighter than that's just a few inches. Let's go into the Ohio Valley really quickly. What's left to fall? Well, actually, what? Okay, well, this is 18Z. I actually should have gone into the HRRR. Into the 23. Yep, there you go. Then back up to the Northeast. Now, for our system, there you go. And then for our system, maybe I should go into the 18Z. There you go. For our system tomorrow. Next week. Here's the latest from the euro, which is, the best probably model that we can use right now. Most accurate, most likely to be accurate. Moving into the Pacific Northwest, dropping 6 inches to a foot in the high elevations. This is going to be mostly high elevation snow. We're warming up out here out west again. We're not going to see low elevation. Strip of snow through Nebraska. We could see some okay totals through Nebraska, southwestern South Dakota, potentially into the eastern plains of Colorado. Kansas is our first area that looks like could see a lot of snowfall from this. We're talking like 3 to 6 widespread. Potentially south and eastern Kansas could see even more than that, maybe 6 to 9. Northern and northeastern Oklahoma obviously looks to be still a good spot with the latest updates. This did actually move a tiny bit south in the 18Z, a little bit closer to Oklahoma City. I think this is Oklahoma City right there. This actually wants to put 4 inches into Oklahoma City. That's a big shift. No, Oklahoma City is a little bit farther southwest. Well, is that my OKC one? No, it's a little bit farther southwest. I think it doesn't even look like it has my OKC on there. 1 second. States, Oklahoma. Oklahoma's like right in here. So you guys actually could get something. South, central, not bad. Northern Arkansas, central to northern Arkansas could see snow. Northern Arkansas, obviously, this still thinks you could see over a foot of snow. Missouri, central to southern Missouri, latest Euro thinks you could see something. Let's compare this to our latest GFS. Yeah, Missouri's the place to be. Okay, so some good model consensus on that. Same from the Canadian. Same from the icons. Southern Missouri looks like it's a great place to be if you want to see snow. Really. 8 to 11 inches maybe possibly down here. Potentially 3 to 5 up there in St. Louis. 1 to 3 up here. Still potential for. All right, let's move over into Southeast. But we're actually looking at the Ohio Valley. Actually, let's just push Ohio Valley. There we go. Tennessee, latest 18Z. That rhymed. Look at me. All right. 4 to 6 inches still looks possible across the state of Tennessee. Southeastern Tennessee is going to have the hardest time seeing snow because you're going to have some mixing, but it still looks good. Northern Mississippi, northern Alabama, northern Georgia still has a chance to see some snow. There ain't no way that's saying 7 inches into Charlotte now. Ain't no way the Euro actually shifted that far south. Are we in the 10 to 1? Okay, let me fix this. Okay, that's all still accurate. Oh, wow. You're going to be seeing so much mixing and ice from this in Charlotte. I still am questioning if you're going to get any snow, even though it says 6 inches. Possibly, though. Sorry, guys. I'm just going over this and not answering questions because everyone's been asking about this, and I need to get back and make sure that no more tornado warnings currently. I'm watching this, okay? So that's interesting. Kentucky, yeah, Kentucky looks good. 6 to 8 inches possibly. Southern Indiana, Southern Ohio, Southern Illinois, all looking like 3 to 5 is a possibility. Potentially Southern Indiana or Southern Illinois could see more, 7 to 8 inches. West Virginia, 4 to 7 is looking likely. Now, this is interesting down in North Carolina. Let me get into the state. Huh. Charlotte is here. I mean, this has Charlotte getting 1 to 3 inches, potentially. Charlotte's right there. But this is a little bit of a shift south. This would also mean potentially big snow for Durham out towards Greensboro. There's still big snow for Appalachia. This is big snow for you guys. Interesting. All right, let's go up into the Mid-Atlantic. This is what's the latest. The latest and greatest. There we go. Yeah, Virginia still looks like it wants to get absolutely pounded. That sounded weird, but that's fine. Seeing the possibility of 2 feet of snow through this region. It's way too far out to nail down what area is going to see more snow than another, so I wouldn't even pay attention to that too much. Still shows potentially from Trenton down to Philly, 6 to 7 inches. Southern Jersey. Southern Jersey, 7 inches to a foot. Still a possibility. Still a possibility to get 4 to 6 inches up there in New York City through Long Island. Pittsburgh still looking like a few inches is possible. Virginia Beach could still get some good snow. Lots of people are getting snow. Moves off the shore then, but again, this is the 18Z. We're going to see a big shift in the 00Z. I do not think we're going to continue to see this exact look in the 00Z at all. Someone just asked Delaware. TJ, do you see the map that I'm on right now? We looking at it, my guy. We're looking at it, TJ. Is that Delaware or am I tripping? Is that Delaware? You may get delayed, Ryan. I don't know how hard it's snowing. I gotta go look. Oh, he said I was not paying attention. Yeah, the whole state of Delaware wants to get over a foot of snow right now with the latest Euro. Okay. How serious is this tornado looking now out here? Heading towards Huntington, Tennessee. Tornado heading towards Huntington, Tennessee, and everywhere in between. Be ready. Tornado heading towards McGee, Arkansas. Out toward Rosedale, Arkansas, Shelby as well. Get in a safe place away from windows, bottom floor, center of your home, storm shelter, wherever you can. What is going on out here in Colorado? Do we have some snow falling? There's snow falling in Denver? Oh, yeah, there may be a little bit. It's moving out soon, though. It's really... yeah, it's out. Yeah, because I forgot the airport's way out here. I always forget it's so far out in the middle of nowhere. Is this it? No, that's just probably a military base or something. Where's the airport? It's way out here. There it is. Right out, way out there. Yeah, these are just like flurries. They're gonna be over soon. And I don't think Aspen's seeing too bad of snow right now. Here's Vail, Aspen. You may be okay. It's not too serious. Look at this squall line. Look at this heavy squall line moving through Kansas right now. And Oklahoma. Is this going to put snow down in Nah, that's going to be mixing in OKC. Is anyone in OKC? I think that's mixing. Oh, sorry. You guys can't see this. I do this all the time. See? I do it all the time. Look at this. I think that's mixing for OKC. But this is snow up here for like Fort Scott, southeastern Kansas. Here's your look at Colorado right now. Okay, do we have any more tornado warnings? No. 3 flash flood emergencies still. Southwestern Virginia, southern West Virginia. Ongoing rescues right now there. Here we go. Severe thunderstorm warning. This is where I'd expect to see stronger tornadoes, actually. Let's quickly get in and look at this. Possible inch-size hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds. This is this our storm chaser?
Heard absolutely nothing.
He's mad. He's mad because I mean, we've had a decent amount of tornado warnings, but nothing too seriously. I mean, nothing too serious. Ava, Ashley, all confused blonde. I appreciate you guys. Is this a threat? Let's just take a look real quick. Is this storm a threat? This could be rotation right there. Let's dig into this. Yep, same location. That could be rotation there. Little bit of potential hail in there. There's some wind shear. Definitely not a tornado on the ground. That's why it's only, well, I mean, it's a severe thunderstorm warning. I don't like the shape of this on the composite reflectivity, and there's some opportunity for some clean air in here to get in and strengthen this quickly, so I don't like that too much. But this is headed up towards, man, is there any major cities over here? Like, hello? This is in northeastern Louisiana. Head up towards Lake Providence and surrounding areas. Louisiana. Here we go. What is this? Severe thunderstorm warning. Another one up in, ooh, this one looks pretty bad. Up in Tennessee. This looks mean. Dyer. Rutherford. That one looks mean. Oh my God, look at that lightning. Oh my God. Jesus. I'm getting sounds now. That looks serious. Okay. Let's examine this because this looks pretty bad. This may become a tornado warning. Let's look at it. This is rotation. That is some rotation. 1 second, guys. Can you guys hear that? Can you guys hear that? Okay, there's some rotation here. You can? Okay, it's kind of actually annoying. This is rotation right over Trenton, Tennessee. Moving out towards Paris, Tennessee, if you guys know where that is, in the direction of Clarksville. But Clarksville's pretty far out, but it's just going in that direction. I'm just letting you know. McKenzie, Paris, Greenfield, Gleason. This could, ooh, look at this. Look at this little hook on the velocity radar. Correlation coefficient. This is hail. That's associated with a strong updraft. What's a strong updraft associated with? If you have vorticity in the area, a tornado. High spectrum width. This has all the signs that this tornado warning might turn into severe thunderstorm warning might turn into a tornado warning. We got this tornado warning extended here. Let's take a look if anything's changed. This could be 2, right? This one looks the worst to me. This one looks Not so great. Headed towards, this is southeastern Arkansas. Winchester headed towards Watson, Arkansas, up towards Clarksdale. I believe is that Clarksdale, Mississippi? There's just too much on my screen. There's just way too much on my screen. Yeah, that's Clarksdale, Mississippi. This is an issue right here. This one right here. Southeastern Arkansas headed towards Shelby, Clarksdale, Mississippi. Yep, look at this. These are winds moving in different directions. Correlation coefficient, not too bad. High spectrum width, that's it right there. I think we may have a tornado on the ground with this one as well. Another tornado warning. Here we go. Okay, we're getting started here. Jeez. Guys, like I said, I thought this would turn into a tornado warning. There it is. That didn't take too long. Probably should have been a tornado warning a little bit earlier, but that's fine. We'll take it. National Weather Service. Slow. Just kidding. Love you guys. Here we go. Again, this is Tennessee headed towards McKenzie, Big Sandy, out towards Clarksville. I'm letting you guys know about cities that are way out far because we could get long track tornadoes with some of these events. Correlation coefficient. Okay. This could end up being something pretty serious here. So, yeah, McKenzie, Paris, Clarksville. We need to watch out there. Get into a safe spot if you're over there. Another tornado warning right up here to the north. Here we go. They're piling in. Per year, Tennessee, Cottage Grove. I think they're worried about this tornado wobbling to the north. I think this is part of the same tornado warning. They're worried about this thing being wide and wobbling to the north. Is this our new tornado warning right here? Let's take a look at it. Ooh. Sorry, guys. A lot going on. I just want to let everyone know where they are. This looks like this 100% looks like rotation right away. I can tell. Correlation coefficient, not much. This is probably just getting started here because I didn't see this earlier. Let me look at a few things. Let's look at our high res velocity. This is where it wants to be. Okay, head it straight up towards Rolling Fork. Is this Arkansas? No, this is Louisiana. Heading up towards Lake Providence, Rolling Fork, Louisiana. And then potentially out towards Belzoni, Yazoo City, Lexington, Mississippi, Greenwood, Indianola, Winona. Just got to pay attention. These storms are moving in your direction. This should be a tornado warning already, I can tell you. This should be a tornado warning, and I think it'll be upgraded to a tornado warning soon. This is going to be heading towards Greenville, Arkansas. Or did they just downgrade it? I think this should be a tornado warning. Headed up towards Ruleville, Drew. Okay, we just had a jet kick in. Clearly, there's like some sort of jet that just kicked in because we're getting these things all over the place. Another severe thunderstorm warning out there in the back. Let's take a look. They're driving towards us.
It's flying. I repeat, Red Eagle is flying, Corey. Brandon, what was wrong with it?
There's the lightning from this storm. Let's go into, yeah, this looks like this is it right here. Okay. So, southeastern Arkansas. Oh, is this another one? Or is this, no, this is the same one from before. Southeastern Arkansas, we got a few. Northeastern Louisiana, we got one. Multiple tornadoes in northwestern Tennessee, just western Tennessee in general. Tornado warnings. These are all radar indicated. This one up in Tennessee, I think, is probably on the ground heading towards Clarksville, out from Paris and McKenzie. So just be careful there. Northeastern Louisiana, central and western Mississippi. If you're there, you just got to be ready.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch those real close here.
Southeastern Arkansas, northeastern Louisiana, central western Mississippi, western, north and western Tennessee. We have a lot of stuff going on in all those areas. This is starting to really pick up here. This is still my worry area. I'm still really worried about this area right here, Columbus, Tupelo, Yeah, Tupelo especially, and in between Columbus and Tupelo. I just think this is going to be some could really spin up here. Last hour, it's been snowing hard. Let's see. New York City's the big snow repellent. We'll see. You make it a huge one next week. Will the nor'easter trend back up north? Well, it's what model are you talking about? Because some models it's still putting 2 feet, farther west, inland west, or farther west into New England. Some models are farther north. Some models are farther south. They don't fully agree yet. Oh, over on YouTube, yeah, I can. I meant to do that. I've only been multi-streaming for not too only like a month, so I'm still kind of learning. It's a lot to control. 2 chats and 2 videos and 2 audios. Okay, so a lot of stuff going on. Again, okay, this tornado warning is being extended just to the south of Murray. I believe that's Murray, Kentucky. Is that Murray, Kentucky? I think that's the borderline there. So again, this could be one of our long track tornadoes. Hopkinsville, Kentucky, Russellville, Bowling Green, Clarksville. These are all Paris. These are all out ahead of this. This could be a bad one here. So let's get into it. Quarter size hail as well. Let's take another look at this. This is looking pretty significant. It looks like this is we could have twins. Let's get into here. Base. Here we go. Yeah, I mean these both look like they want to be tornadoes right here. We've got some other issues. We've got some other issues up here as well. There's a lot of messiness up here with these. This is not a good area to be. This looks pretty significant as well. So again, Mackenzie, Millen, Huntington, Camden, Clarksville, Hopkinsville. This is northwestern Tennessee, southwestern Kentucky area. We could have multiple tornadoes on the ground up here. All right, I don't know. Yeah, I mean these right here. I think this one's probably on the ground right here, just to the southwest of Bradford, Tennessee, headed up towards Mackenzie. This one maybe as well though. This looks like 2 tornadoes right next to each other, guys. Let's look at what it looks like on our high res reflectivity. They may not be. Yeah, this one going over Trenton. You need to treat them like they're on the ground. Oh, we got another one. Or did we get an extension? Severe thunderstorm warnings. How's this one looking? Down here, northeastern Louisiana. Heading towards Rolling Fork, Lake Providence. All right, still not, I mean, not looking terrible. Do we have any debris with this? Still something to watch.
If it were down.
Okay. Still something to watch down there. How are we looking up here? Southeastern Arkansas. A lot of shear happening here. A lot of spin happening here. Not much of a debris field. Okay. Yeah, this is kind of my biggest concern right now. What's going on, Dwan? What is going on? Can I hop in? Can I hop in? One second. One second, guys. I wanna get on, talk to Mezzo real quick. Dewan, I appreciate that. Do you think Bucks County will still get 9 to 12 ish? It's still a possibility of snow. Yes, next week. Yeah, we can go over the icing. A little bit more concerned about widespread flash flooding, emergencies, and tornado warnings. But we can talk about the icing. Let's switch over real quick. Latest on the ice in the Northeast. There's your latest. There is your latest. Areas I'm really concerned with here, obviously, this. Now, let me actually get into our short range. Let's go. I don't want to look at that. I want to look at the NAM 3K. Actually, let's go and do, well, let's go to HRRR. So we can get into the 00Z is loading. Nice. 23. Okay. So this actually pulls a lot of ice out of Maine. Connecticut, Massachusetts, you know, 0.25 to 0.34 of an inch. That's not catastrophic, but that can cause some issues. Same through upstate New York, Hudson Valley, northern and northeastern PA, and northwestern New Jersey. Nothing super severe here. But if any of these areas outperform and we see a half inch of ice, that's power outages widespread in those areas. So I hope people are prepared ahead of time. Bottled water, some extra food in the house, extra fuel if your house is fuel heated. Because this will cause issues if we see any over performances in ice up here. I mean, even at 3/10 or 300ths. Even 0.25 to 0.35 of an inch can cause issues. Let me check back here really quickly. I need to I'll go over the snow one more time, but like there's nothing that's changed from all day. I posted a video on my TikTok with all of these updates. You guys can watch it. Over the last 2 days, not much has changed. I was on live earlier for 2 hours going over all the snow. So what I wanted to focus on right now was, you know, the emergency flash flooding and tornadoes and dangerous stuff that's currently ongoing. But I'll quickly go over this again so some of you can see. But then I got to focus on, you know, what's actively going on right now. Because it's, at the moment, a lot more important than this. And what are we looking at? 18Z models. This isn't even a fresh data set. This snow system is over. Next week is still over 100 hours out, so we're going to see potentially major changes. So, oh no, Dewan, you're good. I'm just letting people know. No, Dewan, you're good. So, yeah, I mean, this is the latest update, and I went over this earlier. So if we go into the south central region, Kansas, you know, 3 to 5 through here, 6 to 9 through here is looking like a possibility. Northern and especially northeastern Oklahoma looks like you could get all the way, really from 4 inches all the way up to a foot. I mean, these are the possibilities still. Central to southern Missouri, especially southern Missouri on all the models, looks like it wants to get over a foot of snow right now next week. So this would be through Tuesday. Same with northern Arkansas. That could be a big snow day for you guys. Let's push into the Ohio Valley. You know, Nashville 4 to 6 is still possible. I mean, a wide swath of 3 to 6 in Kentucky is still possible. Kentucky, we could see even more, like a 5 to 8 in Kentucky. Southern Indiana, southern Illinois, southern Ohio still does look like 2 to 4 is possible. Southern Illinois maybe even pushing 6 to 7 inches. West Virginia 4 to 8, depending on your elevations, definitely possible. North Carolina is interesting. The snow line, heavy snow gets really close to Charlotte. You can see like 6 inches just to the north and west of Charlotte. Really close. We'll have to see. You could end up with a bunch of mixing, or you could end up with 6 inches if the storm sinks just a tiny bit more. There was a trend in the snow a little bit to the south on this latest Euro run. Virginia wants to get buried from literally coast to coast, everywhere over like between a foot and a foot and a half of snow. I don't even know what to say about that. Virginia's looking crazy right now. And then, yeah, out here through Maryland, I mean, from really Baltimore to D.C. through Philly, 8 inches to a foot is still possible, even all the way up to Trenton. Central to southern New Jersey, we could easily see 9 to 12 inches. In the New York City, right now, the Euro only wants to put maybe 3 to 6 inches in, but all the other models keep pulling the snow up the coast, except for the Euro. Most of these other models put a ton of snow into Rhode Island, Massachusetts, Connecticut, coastal Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire, Vermont. So, and into the Hudson Valley. So I think we may see that snow continue up the coast instead of cutting to the right there. Let's make sure we don't got anything else popping off right now. Actually, 1 second. Hold on 1 second. All right. Let's see what is going on. Some more severe thunderstorm warnings down here. Are they seeing something here? Not yet. They're driving through small hail there. Let's get back up and look at this. We have tornado warnings ongoing right now. So let's look at them. Base velocity. High res velocity. What is going on with this? Oh, come on. Don't do this to me, Radar Omega. This could be a big tornado headed towards McKenzie and Paris, Tennessee. Still. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Pillowville. That's a drastic change. I mean, that's a drastic change, or like these are opposite velocities. So this looks pretty bad. Headed towards Gleason, Tennessee, Paris, Tennessee, McKenzie. That's probably on the ground. Do we have a debris? We have debris with this, I think. Look at that. Okay. Not too good. This one to the north over, is this Hazel? It's hard to tell if this is Hazel, Kentucky or not. Okay, these are all Tennessee still. This is, and then there's Callaway, Kentucky up here. But let's take a look at this a little bit deeper up here towards Hazel. A little bit messy, but this is concerning. I mean, we have some strong winds over Hazel right now. There may be something on the ground too. These are all radar indicated still though, which means we don't have confirmation that it's on the ground. This is probably hail over Midway. All right, and really quick, just an update on this storm down here. Not seeing anything too intense down here still. Underwhelming, but that is good. This looks like something wanting to develop on the back end, but we'll see. More rain-cooled air back there. Does he see anything? No. Please look at tornado warning, Kelso, Arkansas. I don't see one for there. Are you guys under a tornado warning? Kelso, Arkansas. I don't see a tornado warning for Kelso, Arkansas. To be honest, I wouldn't expect you to see a tornado at this point. Your air's so cooled. It's been raining for I think long enough there where you're not going to see one now. Oh, he is spamming me. Okay. I blocked him. Yeah, he spammed me about a tornado warning in Kelso, Arkansas, and there's not even one in Kelso, Arkansas, so block. I don't want to be mean, but my guy, you just spammed me about something that doesn't even exist. At least spam me about something that does exist, and then I'll be like, okay, I'll check it. I mean, no, I don't want anyone to spam in general, but Clarksville, Tennessee, yes, we have multiple potential tornadoes out to your west. You need to be prepared. This could get extended out in through Clarksville, and we're going to be watching that to see if it does. I'm a little bit nervous for Clarksville, Tennessee, although these aren't the greatest structural tornadoes. This does look like it's probably on the ground, though, right here. It's starting to, as I said that, it's starting to look a little bit better. I feel like it's the slowest moving tornado ever. This is some crazy velocities out here, dude. Oh my gosh. So I would be prepared in Clarksville. Hopefully, you know, there's plenty of time for this to dissipate before it gets to you. But we're going to be watching it. We just got our fourth. Oh, yeah. We just got our fourth flash flood emergency. Again, we'll literally have, I don't know, maybe 15 of these a year. We have 4 right now. Gauge indicated catastrophic. Let's quickly update. Flash flood emergency for Tug Fork near Welch. Flash flood warning. It's a flash flood emergency for central McDowell County in southern West Virginia. Gauge reports indicated flash flooding occurring across the warned area between 2.5 to 3 inches of rain have fallen. This is a flash flood emergency for Tug Fork and near Welch. This is a particularly dangerous. I can't say particularly. This is a particularly dangerous situation. Seek higher ground. Okay, seriously. Life-threatening flash flooding, heavy rain-producing flash flooding. This is, again, higher ground now, life-threatening flash flooding. All through western Virginia, southern West Virginia. This is just terrible. Lots. This is bad. I know these other ones right here. This is obviously observed catastrophic damage threat. Same with this one. And these other ones are all observed, and there's currently, you know, when we read them, there's literally rescues going on right now. Appreciate that, Dewan. Easy. What's going on? Is it still possible for North Jersey to get 7+ inches next week? Yes, it is. Yep. Maybe even more than that. Do you think Bucks County will still get 9 to 12 inches? Yeah, potentially. It's about a 50-50 split right now. Storm may shift south, yes. Okay. A lot going on. Okay. Again, we're getting closer to this area that I've been watching all night. So let's see what happens here. You guys, we're a little bit underwhelming right now, which is good. I mean, not when it comes to flash flooding. Let's get an update from Mezzo.
Hello.
A little bit underwhelming, which is a good thing.
Okay. Yes.
But I'm still, and I told my chat, I still think that northeastern edge of Mississippi could be up north near Tupelo, Columbus to
Yeah.
Tupelo, Starksville. I'm still a little bit worried about that area.
Well, they extended that enhanced risk now for all of Alabama almost too.
Yeah, it is. I know. So what are your thoughts? We got our fourth PDS. We got our fourth flash flood emergency. It's just that whole area.
Our street is completely underwater.
Your street is?
Yeah, if we wanted to leave going out, like going to the bottom of our driveway, we could get out. But as soon as you go right or left, it's underwater.
Dude,
It's
you have another, what,
2 inches of it rain. Yeah.
Well, I was going to say 4 hours of rainfall at least.
Yep, and then snow at 2 o'clock in the morning with 3 inches on top of that with a freeze. We're gonna have ice.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, well, it's going to be interesting to see how much of that back end snow gets there, but it could be more than expected. It's going to be really cold air on the back end, so it could accumulate pretty quick.
Swoop in, yeah. And we've been colder. We're in the 40s too, so it's not like it's going to go from 70 to 30 degrees. So we're still
Yeah.
in the 40s. I had a tornado warning 30 minutes down the road from me a little bit ago.
Oh, wow. You guys are probably getting to the point now, though, where it's been raining for so long, you're not going to really see
Yeah, it's all
much.
south of us. They put that tornado watch in Kentucky outside our county.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I want to watch Nashville, Tennessee down, and then that's the northern portion of Mississippi, and then the really central Mississippi where nothing's been tapped yet.
Yeah, there's a couple chasers down there, and I was just watching one, and he's like, there. Like I went in for a second, and he's like, "There's nothing."
Yeah, well, and in southern Louisiana, I don't know if it's just initiating late or not, but there's nothing happening in southern Louisiana right now.
Nothing at all. I know.
Yeah.
I'm looking at this stuff going over Baton Rouge, and I'm like, I don't even know.
I think our forcing is really, really weak down there, as well as our shear is not displaced up there. It's in Mississippi and Alabama.
Yeah. All right. We'll see how this is moving forwards.
Okay. If you need anything else, holler at me.
All right. Talk to you soon. Bye.
All right.
Appreciate the follows and the subs, guys. I appreciate you guys. Louisville, Kentucky for tonight. What's the tornado chances? Louisville, your tornado chances are dropping off a cliff right now. The longer it rains, the more your tornado chances go down. Why? As it rains, it cools the different layers of the atmosphere. Your kind of top, your upper layer, your mid layer, your lower layer, and what that does is it stabilizes the atmosphere. And you need an unstable atmosphere for tornadoes. An unstable atmosphere allows for strong downdrafts and strong updrafts, which is what can tilt and help to sustain a tornado. So, I mean, really, if you don't get any sort of tornado warning here soon, Louisville, you're in the clear. That's what I was just telling him about Owensboro. Once you're in the rain for a while, usually you're not going to see too strong a tornado, or if any. Clarksville, Tennessee, still doing okay. We're still watching this tornado. Let's get an update on it. It's a little bit of a mess, luckily. I mean, this is the slowest moving system ever. We could still have something on the ground near McKenzie. Go to our coefficient. Let me look at a few things here. It's just to the north and east of McKenzie now. We have some serious vorticity signatures here, but I'm not seeing that clean kind of cyclonic signal. What this looks more like to me is a derecho. What this looks more like to me is just a wall of wind, very strong wind, maybe 60, 70 miles per hour. That's what it looks like to me, but it doesn't look as much like a tornado. I wouldn't be surprised if this was kind of a derecho here type event. So I think for now Clarksville's good, but we got to keep watching it. What's our latest update down here? This just looks a mess. Actually, hold up. What's this? Yeah, it's still pretty messy. Still good rotation in it, but it's just not looking too strong. What's our chasers? Strong lightning. There's some other chasers out there. Let's see.
Oh, like the back of my hand.
Lots of lightning. Yeah, nothing too crazy. This is good. This is good. We don't want people in bad situations. But we have the potential for strong tornadoes for the next 8 hours. So we're not out of the clear. Not even in. This is barely even just getting started, if we're being honest. Chris, Megan, Angie, I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Do you think the icon could be correct at all in the I-95 corridor? It could be. Again, I think last year the two best models in the globals were the Euro and the Icon. Sometimes the Icon's freakishly correct. It looks wild, but it's not impossible. Thanks for the follows and subs, guys. I appreciate that. Alexis, I appreciate the follow. Martin, I appreciate the follow. Kaylee. Shout out Kaylee. The 10-1. Either of them could happen right now. It's far enough out. Either of them could happen. It's still possible. Would you rule out rain for northern New Jersey next Thursday? Yeah, we haven't seen any models pull the storm in that far. Right? Like all the models hold the low pressure off the coast or even farther. I haven't seen any that want to bring that low pressure like here. It would have to go like to your west to bring rain into northern Jersey. I don't really see it as rain. Your issue, I don't think, is going to be, is it going to be rain or snow? Your issue is, does the storm, instead of moving up the coast, move off the coast? But I think it's going to be snow either way. Just you'll get a lot more if it moves up the coast. No way. What? You can't see where I live on here. So this, this storm is weird. This looks like almost like I said, like a derecho event. This could be a tornado right here, just to the southwest of Henry, Tennessee. It's just, yeah, I mean, we still have a decent signature here. Not seeing much with a little bit with the correlation. This, to me, this just velocity here looks crazy. Like, if anything, this is your tornado right here. But this, to me, looks like a derecho. I've seen them on these velocity maps before. Would you rule? Let's see. I already did that one. How's it looking for Nashville? We still got some time. We still got some time to figure out Nashville. We still got some time. We're doing pretty good. This tornado warning dropped down here. No, it's still there. It just doesn't look very... It doesn't look like anything too significant. They need to take these blizzard warnings off. This is gone. Nashville could see something. But I like what Matt said. He thinks to the south of Nashville, down through here, like this is our quarter. So I think this is kind of the next area we're going to have to really watch. Okay, we got another severe thunderstorm warning. We got another severe thunderstorm warning right through here. Let's quickly take a look at it. No sort of spin. No sort of spin in this yet, so none to worry about there yet. Strong winds. Potential hail in there, though. Whoa, what an event. All right. I've already been back on for an hour and a half. Oh my god, time flies when you're having fun, guys. I've been streaming for almost 4 hours today. How quickly do tornadoes form? Tornadoes can form from nothing and be on the ground in 20 minutes sometimes. Where you have no cloud, you have no even rotation. You suddenly get a big updraft that tilts one of those rotating columns of air, and it can happen quickly. Bowling Green, Kentucky, another area we're watching. These areas that are right out ahead of the main squall line, are the areas that we're most concerned with. Here's your main squall line where we have a couple QLCS tornadoes. Quasi-linear convective systems. These are tornadoes associated with the squall line. They're typically EF2 or below. We used to call it, guys, F1, F2, F3, F4, F5. This is the Fujita scale, named after his last name was Fujita. And they did not. Okay, we got to see this. Okay, they're holding this tornado warning over Paris, Tennessee. So Paris, Tennessee needs to be in their safe spot. Clarksville needs to keep watching. This is still heading towards Clarksville and Hopkinsville. Clarksville, Tennessee, and Hopkinsville, Kentucky. They added the E. The E stands for enhanced, so it's enhanced Fujita scale. And they added it because they said what the Fujita scale was doing was they were trying to assess how strong they thought the winds were in the tornado while it was going on. And then they said, we need to judge the tornado by the damage it causes after the fact. We can give it a EF2, EF3, whatever, while it's going on, but then we need to reassess it after. And there's been tornadoes that we thought were an EF3 while they were happening, and then they go out and they do a damage assessment after, and they see steel that's bent. And an EF3 is not going to bend steel. An EF4, EF5 might, so then they'll upgrade them. So we're using the enhanced Fujita scale now, because that's the only way to tell. It's not like a hurricane where you can fly planes in and drop barometric pressure readers and wind speed readers. They move too quick, they form too quick, and they're gone too quick. So you have to assess the damage to really understand how strong a tornado is. Angie, hello, Tila, Feds, Beck, I appreciate you guys. Okay, so this is still getting tagged. So this is still moving along quite nicely. Here we go. This does look like we may have rotation literally about to go through Paris, Tennessee. Is this a big city? It's big enough. I hope everyone in Paris, Tennessee is in bottom floor, away from windows, interior, in a closet, or in a storm shelter. Because we may have something going over there right now. We may have a tornado on the ground. This, to me, looks like some hail as well, and potentially some debris in and around Paris. Debris from wind. This is, yeah. This is a velocity of wind coefficient, or correlation coefficient. So drastically different wind speeds here and here than in here. So that might be our tornado. You can kind of see the rotation in the composite reflectivity here as well. You can see the spin. I think we have a tornado on the ground going through Paris. I hope not. Sometimes you see the rotation, but it's not actually connected to the ground. It's a rotation up in the cloud. So the rotation, a lot of times you'll see the actual cloud itself. When you have like what's called a mesocyclone, you have the actual storm, the actual convection above the rotating column of air spinning with it. That's how you get these long-lasting tornadoes. And so this could be the rotation from the convection above the tornado and not an actual tornado connected to the ground, but I think it's on the ground. Based on what I've seen, I think this is on the ground going through Paris. And Porter Court. Headed up towards Clarksville and Hopkinsville, Kentucky. You know, based on the fact that I'm seeing the rotation in the composite reflectivity now, it could make it out to Clarksville, so we need to be careful here. So, here and here, it looks like there's one behind in Mackenzie as well. Yeah, these are literally two different tornadoes, Mackenzie and Paris. So there's potentially two tornadoes on the ground heading towards Hopkinsville, Kentucky, and Clarksville, Tennessee. Not scare anyone. Just be prepared. They both look like they're spinning, even on the composite reflectivity. Here's another tornado warning right here near Clark's. When there's all this stuff on the screen, it's impossible for me to tell what state I'm in sometimes. I believe that's Clarksdale, Mississippi. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. I believe that's Clarksdale, Mississippi. Headed up towards Freers Point and up towards Hernando and South Haven and Memphis. So heading up there in that direction. Jonestown, Clarksdale. Okay. Well, let's deep dive into this a little bit. Nothing too crazy there. This radar sucks. This radar sucks. This radar's giving me no information that I need. There's too much going on in here. I can't get much out of this. This is actually a horrible radar. Can I use a different one than the one it's asking me to use? Let me try that. Let's try this one. Or is that the one it was telling me to use? Let's try Little Rocks. Here we go. There we go. Just had to switch to Little Rocks radar. I don't know why it had me on the... What radar is this? I don't know why it had me on that radar. So this is... I mean, obviously, this looks like rotation here. I mean, a third grader could see that. Some good vorticity there. Headed through Freer's Point. Is this the Mississippi River? I think it is. Literally headed up the Mississippi River right now. So this could be on the ground. Correlation coefficient. This could be a little bit of debris right there as well. Yeah, this is a little bit of a concerning look here. So, headed up towards Memphis. I think this would actually stay to the east of Memphis, but we have to head up towards Memphis, South Haven, Hernando. Like I said, Freers Point, Lula, Mississippi. So, get in a safe spot if you're there. I just heard another shoo. I don't know where it went, though. We had one tornado warning canceled up here. That's good. This definitely looks like a tornado on the ground. Just to the southeast of Paris now. This thing's wobbling. Yeah, you can see the rotation in it. 100%. 100%. I'm very confident that that's a tornado on the ground. Just to the southeast of Paris. You can see the inflow. You can see the notch. See this right here, guys? This is what's feeding. This is what's feeding the tornado. This is your dry air pushing in. This is your updraft, and then you have your rear flanking downdraft right here. This is likely a tornado on the ground. Still headed up towards Oak Grove, Hopkinsville, Kentucky, and Clarksville. Not moving the fastest, but we'll watch it. It's pretty strong looking. Thanks, Lake. Lake's telling you guys who needs to watch out. Beck, I appreciate you. What time do you think, if it does happen in Long Island, will the snow start on Thursday? Too early to tell. The storm could still slow up or speed up or slow down. I think it would be very, very early in the morning from what I can see right now, though. Copy paste my favorite, yeah. All right, so that tornado right to the south of Paris, headed out towards Oak Grove, Hopkinsville, Kentucky, Clarksville, Tennessee. That's our main concern right now. I may take another break here in a second. This has been like another 2-hour stream, and then I may come back on again, guys. I think that's what I'll probably do. Alex Brown, I appreciate it. I think I'll probably take a little bit of a break here. If you're concerned about this one, I think this is something that's a little bit of an issue. Mesomat is covering this live right now, MESOMATT. So I would hop over to his stream. This one down here, not too scary looking yet, but we could have something here. Headed up towards South Haven, Memphis, and the surrounding areas. Memphis Metro, Olive Branch, Collierville, however you pronounce it. And yeah, in about an hour, I think things are going to crank up through here, south of Nashville, through Mississippi, northwestern Alabama. So that's kind of where we're watching as well. We could get some stuff down here to the south too. It's not impossible. Yep. So I'm going to go on a little bit of a break, guys, and I'll be back on a little bit later. Megan, I appreciate you. I just gotta take some breaks. So hop over to Meso Stream for a little bit, and I will be back